the purist. So we're back. We're back again with another spiritually uplifting video from the NA Purist. Coming to you live, man. You know, the truth is I have had to take on these monarchs of Narcotics Anonymous. I had to, man. These blowhards control every vote, sway the meaning to go this way or that way. That's what they do, dude. It's the spiritual Bobs. It's the Sick Nicks. It's the Cheryl T's. It's the Ira Samuel Einhorns. You know, one person isn't supposed to control the vote. One popular person isn't supposed to control how everything in Narcotics Anonymous goes, man. That's Jimmy K laid down this stuff when he laid down, you know, the actual program, you know, of NA. He didn't write that shit just because he felt like writing it. You know what I mean? He wrote that shit after NA had been around a long, long time. And he saw these things happening. That's why that stuff is written in there to the traditions. You know? So if we're going to follow the traditions, ladies and gentlemen, let's follow all of them. Let's not just pick and choose which ones we're going to follow and which ones we aren't. Which ones we're not. You know, that's what it comes down to, man. But, you know, these monarchs, these gurus, pick and choose what traditions they want to follow. They'll pick and choose the tradition that fits their narrative. I'll say that again in plain English so you can hear it. The tradition that fits their narrative of what they want done. You know, that's why these guys, and I've seen it here in Arizona, go down to Verde Valley, hang out down in an area there. You'll see the same fuckers sitting in the same chair decade after decade. I'll say that again. Decade after decade. I'll tell you why. Because they're not giving up their seat, man. That seat is their throne. That seat is their, you know, their hierarchy is what it is what it comes down to. I don't bow down to a hierarchy, okay? I don't bow down to people. I don't fucking, you know, I don't sit there and worship, you know, man. That isn't how shit works. You know what I mean? There's a man, whatever. There's a man back there on the wall that I admire more than any other fucking person, but I don't worship that person. I don't worship man. You know, so I'm not gonna pay homage to some fucker in NA. It ain't gonna be Cherokee. It ain't gonna be fucking spiritual. Cherokee's dead and gone now anyway. But it ain't gonna be any of those dudes. Because they're not it, dude. They don't, you know, the truth is, they don't have real spiritual reality or real spiritual enlightenment. They don't. Their shit is a facade, man. Their shit is, I don't have a book around here. I can sit here and open the book and I can read from the basic text. Oh, I sound real good in front of the meeting, doing my speeches, doing my fucking, you know, rehearsed fucking, you know, genre that goes on. But am I fucking living it when I walk out the fucking door? No, man. I'll tell you, you're not. Because when it comes down to it, all these spiritual gurus, the Ira Samuel Einhorns up here in Flagstaff, all the rest, go running to the authorities. And, oh, I'm going to get a restraining order against this guy. Well, dude, that... Shouldn't we use the traditions and put principles before personalities? And go talk to that person and try to work things out before we, bring the authorities into Narcotics Anonymous? No, man, it doesn't matter. To them, they just want you to shut the fuck up, is what they want. They want you to shut up. They don't want your voice heard. They don't want your voice heard because you tell the truth. They don't want your voice heard because their shit is just a bunch of bullshit spoken from a fucking podium. You know, it's just like in Jerome. I fucking turned my back on that motherfucker and walked out of the thing. You know, peeked back in to see if the fucker was still japping his fucking jaws. Ira Samuel Einhorn. I'm not gonna go in there. You know, I paid to fucking, you know, to sit there and eat dinner and all that type shit. You know, paid for whatever I got off of the raffle. You know, it's like, I'm not going to pay to listen to some blowhard. You know what I mean? That's not happening. You know what I mean? It's not happening because that shit is just rehearsed shit that fucking has been spoken year after year after year. Just some repetitive fucking shit. You know? Of some fucking, you know, parrots. That's what it is. It's a parrot fucking repeating the same shit over and over again. How about some real shit that comes from inside your fucking heart? Inside your body. Inside your feelings, man. No, they don't want that. They don't want that because, you know, the deal is when Ira used to speak down there in Flagstaff, everyone was, ooh, fucking all ears and everything like that. Oh, but when I was invited down there at the speakers meeting on Saturday night, was Ira there to hear me share my fucking story? No, of course not, man. He was probably as far away as he could get. You know, because it's a bunch of bullshit. It's all about them hearing their own fucking voice. All about hearing them speak. You know, that's why he used to invite this guy. This is the ego of this fucking assistant professor at Northern Arizona University. This is the ego of this motherfucker. He would invite his buddies from the East Coast to come out and stay with him in his fucking, you know, boutique cabin that he has down there in Kachina Village. And then have these fuckers come to the meeting to hear Ira fucking, you know, share his fucking, you know, his speeches. These were people that weren't even members of Narcotics Anonymous. They weren't even part of the fellowship. No, they're just fucking, you know, they're just, what, college buddies of fucking Ira? And they're sitting there in the fucking meeting. What is that? You know, what the fuck is that about? What does that say about this fucking guru? You know? Like I said, I'm not impressed, man. So, dude, you got 20 years. So what, brother? So what? You know, each year, you know, I'm further along. Closer to fucking 20. I'm not impressed, dude. Look, back when I had like a year clean, and there was dudes, I forget, that Becky girl from fucking Seattle, NA, was basically bouncing from cock to cock. You know, I think she went out with Alan at one time. She went out with fucking, well, whatever, some other fucking dude at one time. I forget, the first dude she went out with, I remember used to go to NA regulars up there. Once she hopped off his cock, she hopped on fucking the dude with 9 years clean. I remember hearing him speak over on the east side in Redmond at the hospital, Overlake Medical Center. Like I said, I wasn't impressed then, man. I'm not impressed now, brother. I'm not impressed now. What the fuck? I'm supposed to be impressed with you because you fucking sat around in the room and collected some fucking years? You know, you're still using NA as your personal fucking dating program. So the deal is no, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed, man. That ain't fucking recovery. It definitely ain't discovery. It's definitely you acting out on old fucking behavior is what it is. I've never fucking met a person in a fucking meeting and dated that person. Never. You know, I can go to my grave saying that shit. You know? Like I want to be with another toxic fucking fucked up fucking person. You know, with gene-tainted DNA from the rooms of fucking Narcotics Anonymous. No, thank you. You know? So like I said, not impressed, man. Not impressed. What the fuck have you done? You know what I mean? When have you turned the other cheek? When have you put principles before personalities? You don't, man. The minute things get fucking sticky, the minute things get upsetting, the minute things go to the wrong narrative that you don't want them going to, what do? Oh, we'll call the authorities. I'm threatened. He's intimidating with this video. It's a video fucking screen, dude. You go and you take the mouse, you move it over, you hit the power switch and shut the computer down. It's shut down. You don't have to watch it anymore. You know, the deal is what you don't like, and this is what Ira Allen, you know, whatever. I use Ira Samuel Einhorn, so I don't say his real name. But the Ira Allen, the thing that he didn't like that I told the entire world, whoever fucking even watches my videos, right? That he sat there and corrected my steps like he was correcting one of his students as an assistant professor, English professor, up at NAU. That's what he didn't like. You know, he didn't like that I told that after the meeting at Wednesday night, you know, he's like, oh, I saw the news thing about Whitey Bulger. Yeah, you should probably work the steps on that so you don't have a lot of anger. Yeah, at that point there, dude, you weren't my sponsor. You know what I mean? Because I don't need a news flash from your fucking ass. What the fuck do you know about that? And just like I said before in my videos a long time ago when I made them, what the fuck do you know about losing an uncle or losing a fucking parent to murder? You don't know anything, okay? So there's nothing you can say, nothing you can, you know, paraphrase, no speech you can give or anything like that that means shit to me, okay? You know nothing about it. You know what I mean? So your fucking opinion doesn't mean shit. And that, oh, he got upset because I get animated. He's threatening. He's threatening. You know, it's funny because I have the documents around here from back when he tried to get a restraining order, but he couldn't get it served. He thought it was served. The genius fucking assistant professor up here in fucking Flagstaff. Yeah, the genius. You're a real fucking genius, dude. If it doesn't get served, it doesn't go into order. It has to be served. You have to have a court date. The person either shows up or doesn't show up, whatever, defends themselves. Then it's served for a year. That's how protection, restraining, protective orders work in every fucking state. Genius. Mr. fucking theoretical fucking genius of literature. Maybe if you fucking did some research on some shit you cared about, instead of all you care about is writing anti-Trump narratives, you know, that's what you fucking care about, you know. He goes, oh, we can't be friends on Facebook because you're a Trumper. You're a Trumper. What the fuck does my social media have to do with anything? You know what I mean? But it had to do with everything with you. You know what I mean? You hated me because of it. It's all right, dude. Hate all you want. You can hate from now until the moment you fucking drop dead in the grave. You know, when you had your skiing accident and your little pictures were on Facebook, I was fucking laughing. You know what I said to myself? You look loaded in the hospital there when you're laying there on your fucking bed with your broken legs or whatever the fuck you had. You looked loaded, bitch. That's what it comes down to. You know what I mean? To me, you looked loaded. Lost your clean time, bitch. I was laughing that you fucking wiped out and had an accident. You know? I'm not wishing you ill will or anything like that. But it's like, dude, I'm not sitting there crying over you either, bitch. You know what I mean? Because you, when it comes down to it, you're a scared little fucking bitch. And you were intimidated by me. Be me what? Some dude with, 5 years less time than you? You're intimidated by me? Please, motherfucker. Please. Tell it to the judge. Just like you did before and never got served. Ira Samuel Einhorn. This is the purest.